What do you think kills more people annually? Each year, statistics show approximately 8,230 people are killed by donkeys in third world countries, and the record amount of people killed in 1 year by airplane crashes is 3,214. I live on a sheep and wool growing property approximately 60 kilometres southwest of Warwick in Queensland. On our property, we run about 4,000 sheep, and the property has been in our family for 3 generations. We grow superfine wool and also breed prime lambs, and then we finish the lambs in our own small feedlot. On our property, we have always had problems with wild dogs attacking and killing our sheep. A few years ago, the problem worsened. In 1 day, we lost over 12 sheep, but in that year, we lost over 400 sheep to wild dogs. In money terms, this amounted to more than $120,000. I decided to go online and do a bit of research on how we could better protect our sheep. I discovered where farmers in Canada use guard donkeys to protect their stock from coyotes and wolves. So I shared my findings with my dad, and then we decided we would have to find a donkey. We didn't have to look very far. Our local newspaper in Warwick presented a story on the wild dogs attacking ours and neighbours' sheep. As a result of the newspaper article, a farmer near Warwick offered us our first 4 donkeys for free. The main reasons we chose donkeys over other guard animals, such as our maramas or alpacas, were: they eat the same as sheep, you do not have to care for them medically, they live for 20 to 40 years, they are a very hardy animal, and they can handle more than 1 dog at any time. Soon after, we purchased a jack donkey, and approximately 15 months later, our first foal was born, and we named her Fiona. When she was ready for weaning from her mother, we bonded her with our sheep. We did this by separating her from her mother and locking her in a small yard with a mob of sheep. The donkey and the sheep feed and drink together in close proximity in the yard over a couple of weeks. The donkey is naturally a social animal and bonds with the sheep as its companion. After the donkey is bonded with the sheep, we move them to a larger yard or small paddock. This is to make sure the donkey is bonded with the sheep and doesn't move to the opposite end of the paddock. Once they are bonded, in my experience, they are devoted to the sheep. If a wild dog or any other predator threatens a mob of sheep, the guard donkey will usually chase the dog, stomping, kicking and biting it. They can be quite vicious. Since we have had the donkeys, we have lost less sheep to dogs than we did in that first year. However, the problem of wild dogs killing sheep is still well and truly alive. We have improved our fencing, we regularly bait with government-approved 1080 baits with our neighbours, and we regularly target traps to eradicate problem wild dogs. We now have 16 amazingly intelligent and hardy creatures. No one would have imagined donkeys could save people's livelihoods, and from my perspective, they are certainly one of the most interesting pets you can have. All around the world, there are problems that need solving. Sometimes it can seem that a solution is too hard, too expensive, or even impossible to find. With our problem, we just needed to think creatively and look beyond the obvious answers. We found a solution and we made it work. I wonder how many other problems in the world can be solved this way, by thinking outside the square. Thank you.